if we go to the sales module, yeah, so if you see, we have opportunities, accounts, leads, tasks, file, campaign. So the most important ones are the leads, accounts, and contacts. So we can configure this app to show only those particular apps. So let us do that first. Or let's look at first the leads and opportunity. Let's look at the opportunity tab, then we have accounts tab, and then we have leads. So if you look at a lead, let's create a new lead. See, lead source can be multiple types of purchase list. Sometimes you can purchase list. And let's make a new status, open not contacted. So now we create a lead that way. So now when we see here, Lightning gives us a sales path. So this is going to show us the stages. Like, so if you see, open, it's the lead status. So as I told you, we can have a lead process, sales process. So let us see the sales process here. Now another thing about Lightning is it gives us something called as a sales path, which is guided selling for the end user. So you can, at each step you can, there is something called as guidance of success. So this can be set up in the, so if you, in the path, whenever you configure any path, you can do that. So first let's look at the lead status. So in this case, it is open, working, contacted. Now assume that, see, as we go here, and you can mark it as current status. So this is the advantage of Lightning. Either you can do it in the detail, go to the pick list, or make a change. So now first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this. So when I'm going directly to the last stage and clicking on convert and select the converted status. So now imagine, so now it's going to ask me, like, if you want to, this is the critical thing, it is a lead process where I can convert a lead to account. So it's going to ask me, like, under what the record type, if you have record type, anything like that, and create a new contact, and if you want to create an opportunity. So I already have some sales process and all over here. So let's convert it. So it shows the lead has been converted, and these are the account, contact, and opportunity that was created. So let's look at the opportunity. Yeah, so the opportunity detail screen. So this has just created an opportunity here. Okay, so now this opportunity needs to be associated to a product. So for that, let me make a small configuration to see if, so when the lead, account, and contact opportunity, first I'll try to create a product. So when I try to change this, it's going to go to the underlying sales layout. I want to add the product list. I think it was removed. So if I change that page layout, it's taking to the underlying layout, and I want to add products. I'm going to remove many of this. So see here, I'm going to remove many of the layouts that I don't need. Like say, let me remove the. Okay, opportunities is fine. Right now I don't need cases over here. Oh, that's fine. And open activities is okay. Activity history we can skip for now. And let's remove the account, student master, contacts. So now we have this data here, and let's pull the products down. Yeah, so products is not included over here, so it's not part of the related list because there is a one-to-one relationship, but let us see why it's not added here. Okay, so let us save this layout and make it a little more compact. So for that, so we'll navigate via the product list. So let's save this, and now we go back. Let's go back to the account layout. Yeah, so this is the newly created account. Let's go to the opportunities. Yeah, so in the opportunity, now let's add a product. Now we have created an opportunity, that's fine, but needs a product. So we go down. So based on the product price book that we have available, we can access it. Let's just save, and I'm going to select LED Sony TV. Enter the quantity, it takes it, and the product got added. So now the product is added to the opportunity. Now almost one more thing in the opportunity that we have to do is, I'm just trying to set the default home page, default record detail page. This record detail page has changed a bit here. Okay, continuing with that, so we created that opportunity with a product. So the next part is creating the sales process. So let's look at the sales process. So another thing that we need to look at is, first we'll start with the sales process. Let's look at the configuration of all of this. So the first thing is we are looking at the sales process now. So for that, it uses opportunity status. So lead status. So let's work on this object. Let's go to this object. and the fields. And then click on the lead status. When we see that lead status, this is the one which is managing our process. So now we can create record types and then associate it to the lead process, sales process. But first we have to also see where is the sales process here. So let's configure only a single sales process. By default we have, so let's have a new one. There will always be a master by default. We'll say new one is called online demand SP, and we're going to just keep remove the ID and perception analysis, okay, and we're going to keep the opportunity stages in the sales process. Sales process affects the opportunity stages. Okay, so there are some examples here to understand how it works. So right now our online demo has got, then also we have lead process, in which again we are going to delete this. Maybe let's take out the delete process. It's associated, we may not be able to delete that. So let's create a new lead process, say online. Earlier I changed the opportunity process, stage process, and then now I'm going to look at the lead. So here I'm going to remove, say, demographic matching. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to remove the address verification. So keep in mind here I'm just keeping these 5 statuses here for this lead process, and save this. So now you know, next thing that we need to go there is go back to the lead object, and create record type. So we're going to create one particular record type of, say, online demo, and work on that. We already have a default record type, so we are not going to use that. So we say online demo lead process, and now we are going to select the second one and make it active. Sorry, the first one, online demo process. And now it's going to ask, like, you know, to enable it for which profile. So you can enable it for system admin and the other profile which you created for Bob Smith. And if you want, you can make it default. So I'll make that default for system admin for now. And so now the system admin has got access to this record type. Now I'm going to use the same page layout. I'm not going to change the page layout. I'm going to use the lead sales page layout. I'm not going to make any changes there. Only thing is, now the record type is going to use that process with those pick list. So it will show me only those pick list. So now this is active. So now let's go to lead and create a new lead. Let's go to, so now I'll select the online demo lead because it is defaulted. The other is retail customer. So I'll say online demo and say company is Mahindra, okay, and they are into the automobile business, and so lead is open. See, now if you see, the main thing is this one, this status. It is now showing you only the ones which we have selected and not showing you the lead statuses. It is showing you lead status only which is part of this process. So let's save this. And then again this lead can be converted. Now if you see, this path is getting affected. See, now let's look at the lead process again. So this path is where it is coming from, it. The demo process. We have selected the So this is showing the converted lead, not converted, emailed. So it's showing the this path is getting configured from our lead status. Now if you select, now if you change the record type, we cannot change the record type here because you'll have to change it here. This will change. If I change it to retail customer, this path will change. That's the only change I'm doing. See, now it is showing, this path is showing a different, so it comes from your underlying lead process. So you can have multiple lead process. Now why this is important is because at each and every, so if you go to edit, you can give guidance, the process will be different and it will not be the same. So you're creating a efficient lead process here. Similarly for opportunity stage, the pick list is stage. So what I want you to do is, maybe you can configure this on your, I'll just show you once. Sales process, if I say sales process, so it has got multiple process. Now let's take the online demo SP. Now to make it make it understand prospect, and let's remove everything excepting prospecting, qualification, close won, close lost. So this is going to be our opportunity stage. So now again in opportunity, when we create a new opportunity, it is going to ask us, the stage is important. We don't have status in opportunity, we have stage. So for that we have to go to, if we go to opportunities, yeah, create new, so new sales process. This is not refresh, it's not showing our online demo process. We want the online demo process. So sometimes the refresh takes time, like when you create a admin setting. No, this is not. So let us see. The online demo is active because opportunity, let's look at the object. It's not associated with any record. Does it have record types? If it has record types, it has to associate with the process, right? Otherwise it will not work. So we have record types. So let me take the new sales process and let me associate with our online demo. Now it will be fine. Now the record type was, so now our pick list will start firing here. So if I select new, next, and in our opportunity stage, let's say close date is somewhere in Jan or something. So now it shows only the pick list that we have selected. So let's say qualification, and again the opportunity path setup will come up. Opportunity name is save, and so again now it's going to ask, like, you know, if an which price book you want to associate with that, and the price without adding with, because if you want to add products tomorrow, so now it's going through the entire process on its own. Automated, now you automated, like, you know, which price book. Now whichever price book you associate with the opportunity, it will show only the products related to that. So now it's working fine, and so now we have created this whole opportunity. And now let me just open up that. So let me just show the path here. The path is not visible. It's because it's a customized page. So now I can see the path here. So it's in the qualification which was there. So now I can also select closed and make it. Now when I say let's select closed stage, is going to ask me, like, what is the closed stage? Is it won or lost? We'll say one, so that for our reporting purpose it is useful. So now this opportunity has been completed. So what we did was we created a sales process, selected the opportunity stage pick list which we wanted, then associated that process with the pick list and the record type. When we selected that record type, the opportunity moved into the sales path which is assigned to it, sales process. So similarly, like the lead process, we also have a opportunity sales process. So please pause the video here, configure this and see that you have both these values. You have both the paths set, both the status. For lead, you should be able to see set up the lead status, and for opportunity you should be able to set with the opportunity stage. So this is about these two processes. Once you do this, we can proceed forward.